It was almost 48 hours ago, Russia recognized Donetsk People's Republic and Luhansk People's Republic as independent countries. So far, Russia has not confirmed its troops deployments to LPR and DPR. But this move has not led to any stability. What was the real Russian plan? Was Russia just wanted to take control of Luhansk and Donetsk? Is Russia planning a full-scale attack on Ukraine? We have some updates for you. What is Ukraine planning about Donbass, which has come under Russian control? Some updates from the field, some deployments, and some video clips for you. Before that, because Finland has relocated its embassy from Kiev to Lviv. So the embassy is still working in Ukraine, but it has been relocated to western part of Ukraine. Lviv is in western part of Ukraine. Why is that Western countries are relocating their embassies? Their diplomatic staff is leaving the country? Because US intelligence sources say that Russian troops are in ready position, that 90%, around 90% of Russian troops deployed along Ukrainian border are in forward position, and they are not decreasing the level of alertness. So anytime there could be a large scale attack on Kiev, on Kharkiv or other places of proper Ukraine. Is Russia building some ground to attack these places? Because Russian media is reporting that Ukrainian forces are conducting heavy shelling on Luhansk and Donetsk. Several videos are being shared. Burning houses are being shown, that shells have landed on houses, civilian houses. In Crimea, we heard that some Ukrainian sabotage group members were arrested by Russian forces. So is a ground being built to attack Ukraine? That remains to be seen. But US-backed news sources, US intelligence sources say that Russia could attack Ukraine. A large-scale invasion could happen in coming hours. Russian troops, their deployments, their movements towards Ukrainian border is continuing, viewers. Today we saw more Russian convoys heading towards Ukrainian border in Belgorod. In Belgorod, the Russian region, there is heavy deployment of Russian troops close to Ukrainian border. Thousands of Russian troops are in ready position just 4-5 kilometers away from Ukrainian border. Watch two video clips. First video clip has been shared by Russian news sources. They say that a house was shelled by Ukrainian forces in Luhansk. Second video clip shows the movement of a Russian military convoy towards Ukrainian border in Belgorod. Then we'll move on to Ukrainian preparations. What is Ukraine doing? Is it planning to defend? Where is Ukraine deploying its troops? Watch the two clips, yours.
Итак, 23 февраля 2022 года был произведен обстрел населенного пункта Паньковка со стороны населенного пункта Малиново на территории Украины. С СПГ 9 «Копье». В результате чего пострадал пострадал жилой дом, произошло возгорание, жилью не пригоден.
Установлено, чем стреляли уже? Вот
Так
вы
точно.
говорите.
Now, Ukraine, viewers, is reportedly deploying its troops, its armaments close to front lines in Donbass. We saw some pictures, videos today that Ukrainian MLRS, multiple launch rocket systems, like Swarch and others are being deployed to the front line between Ukrainian forces and Luhansk, Donetsk based separatists. And reportedly, fighting is being reported now. So, after the recognition of LPR and DPI by Russians, situation on front line in Donbass region could not uh, be stabilized. Rather, fighting and shelling is being reported now. Is Ukraine planning an attack on Donbass? It's not clear, but Ukraine is now deploying its troops, its heavy weaponry, its armaments close to front line in Donbass region. Secondly, Ukraine today announced emergency for 30 days. And thirdly, civilians have been allowed to carry firearms. These moves indicate Ukraine is planning a war that, or it is planning how to defend in case of a Russian attack on Ukraine. But preparations are underway. Martial law has not been declared so far. National emergency has been declared. Civilians have been told to join forces, and reserve of force members are being recalled and they are being registered and they are joining armed forces. So there is atmosphere of war preparation in Ukraine. Could there be a Russian invasion on Ukraine in coming hours? It's difficult to say what's going to happen. But Russia is keeping its state of alert. It's not backing down from its positions on Ukrainian border. Is this deployment of Russian troops defensive or offensive? This deployment could be defensive because Russian troops are set to enter Donbass, though some sources say that they are already in Luhansk, Donetsk. Since there are fears that Ukrainians could launch counterattack on Luhansk and Donetsk, so Russian deployments along Ukrainian border could be defensive, but Western media, Western intelligence sources, especially US-based intelligence sources, they are of this view that Russian deployments are offensive in nature. Russia wants to attack Ukraine. Let's see.